Video is about fermented feed. What we have here is a mixed flock of Brahma, Plymouth Rock, Rhode Island Red, Americana, and on the other side we have the white Leghorn layers. They are fed approximately a liter of fermented feed each day, and it cuts down their dry intake to about 1 pound for the 18 birds per day to 1.5 pounds per day. With the fermented food, we have 4 days before they are fed to the chickens, and from the left you have the first day right to the fourth. This is typical of the fourth day. You'll see a scum on the top of the fermented feed. This happens in some containers. And in these other 2 containers you will see that the liquid is fairly clear. That is where the scum has not formed. Usually I take care to remove the scum from the top, and I do not use the liquid from the top for the starter solution for the next day. So here we're removing the scum, and we'll just probably pour off the excess liquid so we don't get any of the scum into the starter liquid. And you just pour that down the drain, and then we use a strainer into another container which will remove some of the excess moisture from the fermented feed, and this liquid will be used as a starter for the first day batch that we're going to make up again. And that is the balance that is removed for feeding the chickens. Just remove most of the excess water or excess liquid and then pour that into the same container. We repeat this for all 4 containers. We then take some of the feed from the first day, about a ½ inch of the feed from the first day, and we share it into the second and third day containers and mix it around. That will continue fermenting on the second and third day, or the third and fourth day actually. This is the fermenting process taking place here, where you see the gas bubbles escaping from the sludge. And now we have the preparation of the day's fermented feed. We use approximately a cup of general purpose pellets, which is the cheapest pellets that is sold on the market, and we use ½ a cup actually of that in each of the 4 containers, which will be the start for this day. And then we use the grower mash as the second part of the base that we will make the fermented feed from. I sometimes use cracked corn, but in this particular clip we didn't have cracked corn remaining. The cracked corn was finished on the day before. So we put twice as much grower to make up for the amount. This would have been cracked corn, this last half. So it will be 1.5 of the containers of the material to be fermented. Next we take the starter liquid that was removed from the the 4 containers. The last 2 containers were fairly clear, and therefore we used all of the liquid from that. And we put the starter in each one of these containers, and this is the starter for that day. We then top up the container with water. The water that I'm using is from a tank, so the chlorine content is fairly low, so I don't have to worry about the chlorine killing the culture. It's very important that the material that is to be fermented is completely covered so that no fungus will grow on it. And here we have the leghorns eating the fermented feed. They would eat these 2 containers completely out within about 30 minutes. And here we have the mixed flock, and you can see how they will rush to eat the fermented feed. You wouldn't expect the chickens to eat a slush like this, but they seem to enjoy it. And here they go. And this is the complete process of the use of fermented feed and the preparation of the fermented feed for the chickens. I have found that by using fermented feed, it has cut down the intake of dry feed.